If you've watched my video before, you've probably noticed something about me. Well, don't let it shock you too much. I'm African. Whoa. Calm down. It's okay to be surprised. Hello once again, I am Farid and welcome to the insane experience of Africans on the internet. Today we are going to discuss the African internet experience from the least terrible to the most terrible, and maybe list some advantages of being African on the internet, if there are any at all. But I should warn you though, these lists get worse. Before we get started, everyone, let us do the usual ritual we do in Africa. The experience of Africans on YouTube. For me, YouTube has been the most conducive, least annoying place on the internet. At least these people here, as long as you make enjoyable content, they will try to support you, try to encourage you. And I appreciate that. But there is something I would like to point out. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the comment too, but what the hell is this? Oh, you would think it's a harmless question, right? Until you see the emojis he used. Gobe Nazari. If I find you, I'm going to be your grandpa, whatever it takes. Have you ever had a black granddaddy before? Yes, I am going to the previous generation. You probably won't see this. What am I doing? If I ignore the weird comments I get time to time, I think the YouTube experience for me as an African is pretty chill. But I am not sure I can say the same for Africans on TikTok. The TikTok experience as an African is, what can I say? If you can get past the cringe content, you're good. Africa has a lot of beautiful women on TikTok. Ethiopia, oh Jesus. The rest can sort themselves. Women are the major reason why I haven't deleted TikTok yet. Can I pull any of them there? No. But would I keep watching and supporting their content? Yes! Anyway, it's easier to find more African communities on TikTok because Africans tend to use TikTok more. I guess it's easier to just scroll and access it on mobile. But the problem I have with TikTok is, I can't say for other Africans, but since I am Nigerian, I will say this: Nigerians can be haters. Oh. There was this TikTok I saw where the guy was showing off his gym progression and these people got salty about it. It's so irritating to see how much hateful these people can get for no reason at all. But this is not as bad as the Japa culture. The Japa culture has its origin more or less in Nigeria. Japa culture became prominent in Nigeria and most of Africa after COVID hit the continent. While countries like the United States have managed to recover, Nigeria has been on a steady decline since. Africa has not yet recovered from COVID. So people who have a little bit of money are leaving their countries to Western countries or some parts of Asia in hopes of a better life. That term Japa is Yoruba word for run away. So basically, Nigeria is a prison and Japa is escaping. The reason why I call this an African internet problem is because the moment these well-to-do Nigerians Japa, they don't hesitate to flex it on the rest of us. We are out of the country and you're not. You're stuck here. Don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming them for posting. You know, if you travel, you have every right to post about it. But let me tell you why Japa comes as a flex to the rest of us. These are the prices to emigrate to other countries from Nigeria. Now, if you don't understand what you are seeing on the screen, 30 million Nigerian naira is $22,200. Approximately. With the Nigerian minimum wage of 70,000 naira, it will take you about 428 months to get enough money without taking a dime out of your salary to afford to go study in a first world country. I did not say 10 months or 12 months. I said 428 months. That's like 35 years just to go. My brother, just go and retire. Is this not beautiful? The hate on Instagram. If you actively use Instagram Reels, you would know where this is going. I mean, Instagram is a really hateful place, all in the name of the Great Awakening or trolling. They don't hesitate on anyone. Everyone is a victim, which leads me to interracial relationships between a black person and a white person. It seems like both races don't like it. Black men or African men kind of get jealous when they see a black lady with a white guy, but they are more subtle about it. While the white men, they do not hold back punches. When a white woman goes for a black man, you see them commenting, future single moms, she's destroying her genes, the bloodline is corrupted. And let me not make it look like an attack on only white people alone, because Asians do this. Even black people make those jokes as well. They even go as far as insulting the mixed baby. Calm down, it gets worse. The internet connectivity problem for Africans. You know how I've been talking about the general experience of scrolling the internet as an African, right? Did I tell you about what it even takes to get there? Well, I have talked about internet cost in another video. Check it right here. But this is what I want you to know. Africa has the most expensive and slowest internet in the world right now. I know what I go through with network before I can even post a video. Please, just subscribe and support me. This is not even a joking matter. There's a reason you don't see too many Africans in online gaming competitive spaces. Slow internet is one of those reasons. And also, research shows that only 38% of Africans have access to the internet. Bro, what? Just know, as you're entering into this continent, this is not an exaggeration. You are being nerfed. Oh, and I forgot to say, I can't even go without buffering. Since I was born, I have never gooned in 4K. The slow internet would not allow me. This is worse than racism. But it's not as bad as the Twitter experience. Twitter is the home of some of the worst people on the internet. You would know this is true because the most active place for politicians on the internet is Twitter. Yeah. If you are watching this video and you don't have a Twitter account, do yourself a favor and don't get one. The racism on Twitter is the worst I've ever seen. At least the racists on IG want to be funny. The ones on Twitter are not joking. They are more serious than your maths teacher on exam day. They mean that shit. The first time I saw Africans hating on Africa and other Africans was on Twitter. This is where you see prime xenophobia. You will see South Africans going full freezer on Nigerians. The beef is insane. I mean, this is battle of the meat. Why are we arguing online, people? I'm telling you, stay away from Twitter as an African. In fact, as anyone, just move. It's not worth it. Now, there is a major problem with the African internet. And this is a problem I'm sure most of you here have experienced. Yahoo boys, aka scammers. They are probably the worst part of the African internet experience. The name Yahoo Boy came from the yahoo.com days in the early 2000s. Since Yahoo was a major mail hosting website like Gmail is today, it was used by African scammers to contact people abroad to send them spam emails in order to scam them. This era was where the term Nigerian prince came from. You watching this video have probably encountered one. You might not even know until the money has left your account. They can come in form of a beautiful woman or an army veteran or a dealer or maybe a crypto trader. They are there and they are waiting to take your money. Even I, as a Nigerian, have gotten scammed by a Yahoo boy. It's almost too normal to us. You see them flaunting on TikTok and Twitter, telling the rest of the population that if you're not scamming, you're wasting your life. Well, are there any advantages of being African on the internet? I mean, we've seen all the bad, right? Let me think.
5 minutes later.
I guess crime would be easier because the government here do not give a damn. I'm not going to go more into that because I am not spreading harmful content, please. A lot of funny content, comedies, skits, and really good music. You all should try African music, not just Afrobeats. I mean African folk. They are really nice. This video is just me sharing my experience as an African online. At the end of the day, I believe the African people are mostly peaceful. They work hard and they still strive against all odds. The African internet might not be pleasant, but you know it's going to be a fun ride. If you enjoyed the video, please support me or I will lay courses on you with the help of my Babalawo. Please subscribe. Well, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Check this video over here.